Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lindy, aka Paleobarbie, for those of you that are new. If you have just stopped by, glad you're here. Please think about liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. This is going to be a twofer, so you're getting 2 recipes in this video. It's going to be, they could be for dinner or lunch, most likely for dinner, but one of them is a soup and one of them is stuffed bell peppers in the air fryer. So I would probably have that more for dinner, even though we did have leftovers for lunch too. So you could do it for whatever meal you want. They're just two new recipes. So let's get this done and show you guys what we're gonna make. All right, so for this recipe, you're gonna brown a pound of ground beef. I've got 4 bell peppers here in the air fryer, cut and cleaned up. Hopefully that'll be enough. Maybe I'll use this 5th one if I need it. I'm gonna mix a package of the riced cauliflower that I steamed in the microwave with this, about 1/4 cup of browse, and I put garlic, salt, and pepper in here. And then I'm also gonna put a couple tablespoons of cream cheese just to cream it up really well. Then I'm gonna put it in the bell peppers topped with cheese, cook it in the air fryer for 10 minutes. All right, so I have everything mixed together except for the cream cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in now. All right, I have all of the cream cheese incorporated. I went ahead and did 4 tablespoons of cream cheese, and I went ahead and added a little more garlic and some of the Danos seasoning. And now I'm gonna go ahead and stuff these peppers and get them topped with cheese. All right, so they are all in the air fryer. I went ahead and used that other bell pepper and 2 more. So that's how much you can fill with that 1 pound of meat and 1 thing of the cauliflower rice. So that's what, 7 of these. I guess it depends on how big the peppers are also, but these are full. I'm going to top them with cheese and stick them in the air fryer for 10 minutes. All right, guys, this is the finished product, and the peppers are nice and tender, and I only cooked it 10 minutes, so we're good to go. All right, guys, here's the macros for 1 bell pepper stuffed and cooked. Not the salad, I didn't add that, but that is what I got. You might get different macros if you use different kind of meat, different other vegetables, whatnot. So make sure that you go ahead and plug it in yourself so you can use whatever ingredients you use to make it more accurate. All right, y'all, I am making some homemade soup because it's gotten cold here in Texas, and what doesn't sound better than some soup on a cold day. This recipe is basically, you can tweak it how you want it. I'm browning some ground beef. This is pretty fatty ground beef. I picked one up on the way home because I knew I didn't have one thawed out, and anyway, got the cheapest one because ground beef was like $8 a pack, which is insane, and it wasn't even grass-fed. So this one was the cheaper one, and so you can use any kind of meat you want. I just used a pack of ground beef. You could use ground turkey, you could use pork, you could use whatever you want. So we're going to brown that. We're going to put some bone broth in there. We're going to use these mixed veggies that are already cut up for us because I'm all about easy today, or you could chop up your own, doesn't matter. I'm going to throw in some green beans and some collard greens, and then a can of Rotel. I'm going to use some freeze-dried onions, just a little bit, even though there's some onions in here, because this gives good flavor. Like I said, bone broth. And I'm going to use 1 package of the Natural Heaven pasta. I'm using the spaghetti this time. And some seasonings. And I put, so far, garlic and pepper and salt. I'm going to probably add the Trader Joe's mushroom powder to this, and maybe a little bit of Danos, but that's probably all I'm going to put in it. I'm just going to taste it and see how I like it. So I'm going to get this browned and throw everything into the pot and just let it simmer. And I probably won't use all of these. I'll probably use, half of each one. Anyway, I will show you that when I put it in here. All right, I've got everything in here but the noodles. I'm going to go ahead and add some water to this because I don't have another box of beef bone broth. And then I'm going to add my noodles in last. So I'm going to let this all simmer together for a little bit, then add the noodles in. So I'll go ahead and add some more water to this just to make the pot full. And then you always want to taste once it gets nice and bubbly and all that together, once it's all married together, as I call it, so that you can see how your seasonings are and see if you want to add some more. All right, so I got it to a good boil. Now I just turned it down, and I'm gonna let it simmer a few minutes, and then I'll put in the noodles and see if we want to add any other tastes or seasonings in here, extra seasoning or whatever. But this is gonna be really good. So we will put these noodles in here in just a few minutes. I also wanted to say, if you don't like spice, you could just use regular diced tomatoes. You don't have to use Rotel, but I love spice, so I always tend to use a little Rotel. So that is what is going on in there. And then I'm going to cut these noodles a little bit smaller before I throw them in there. So I will show you that in a few minutes. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I put 2 tablespoons of some Rao's tomato spaghetti sauce, marinara, whatever you're gonna call it, in here just to give it a richer flavor. You could just use tomato sauce if you don't have any it doesn't have to be Rao's, but just about 2 tablespoons, mixed it in so that it can help with seasoning, because I think it tastes really good to have a little more tomato-ish taste in there. So that's what's going on. I'm gonna put the noodles in just a minute. All right, so I'm about to put the noodles in. I wanted to tell you, if you guys have never used the Natural Heaven palmini noodles before, they're already cooked, so it's not, you don't have to boil them separately, you don't have to rinse them or anything. You just open the bag and dump them in, warm them up, do whatever you want to do with them, and that's what I love about them so much. And I like this brand for noodles, spaghetti, and I love the angel hair one especially, but this brand for noodles, but I like the Palmini brand for the mashed ones. And also they have really good rice. The Natural Heaven rices are good too. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these, and all I'm gonna do is hold up the bag and stick the scissors inside the bag and cut it up a little bit and then dump it into this pot. So easy peasy, that's all you gotta do. All right, so I cut these up in the bag, and I'm just gonna dump them right into the soup, just like that, and then mix it all in. All right, noodles are in. Doesn't this look delicious? Oh my gosh, can't wait to dig in. Great meal for a cold day. And this will be lunch and dinner for us today. All right, so I've got some in my bowl ready to go. It's really hot. I always like to top my veggie and meat soups with a little Parmesan because I just love the flavors together. Also, if you have a rind of a block of Parmesan left, save those and put those in your soup, because that always makes a good flavor for soups. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this on here and go enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. All right, guys, so here is the macros for the soup. I counted it as 10 servings, so 2 cups make one of these bowls that I'm using, 2 cups of soup, and it has really great macros, so you can always load up on soup. Soup is a great thing too, and it fills you up too. So, but obviously, if you use different vegetables, just like I said in the other recipe, or different things, it's going to have different macros. So put it into your calculator so that you make sure it's correct. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys make these recipes, and if you do, tell me down below in the comments, and let me know how you like them. So I will see you guys in the next video.